I am launching an original comic series, and you are gonna want to read it. Introducing Presto and the Gang, my original story and webcomic, which is available now to read for free over at prestoandthegang.com. That's one big word with no additional characters, just the comic's full title. Presto and the Gang is about a gang of creatures looking to find their place in a world that isn't always so kind to them. But that doesn't mean that there isn't kindness to be found. We begin our story with Presto, a fox living in an industrial city that never quite welcomed him. Presto is a capable and cautious guy, sharp in his observations and even sharper with his tongue. Though he is wondrous at heart, he is used to tamping down his nature for the sake of simply getting by. Because of this, Presto had long grown used to walking his small world alone, until a chance encounter with a raccoon named Sunny. Sunny, who brightens Presto's life, starting with one impulsive act of kindness. Suddenly, the world opens up, and Presto's days begin turning into adventures instead of the bleak survival he'd grown to expect. But because of this newfound bright spot in his life, Presto's world also becomes that much more dangerous when he realizes that he has so much more to lose than ever before. Though, if the world is bigger than it ever seemed, then maybe that means there's a place out there, perfect for even a couple of outcasts like these. With luck, this gang can take on the world. And that's just the very beginning. To learn more, you'll have to see it unfold for yourself. I hope that you will enjoy the journey that this story takes you on and all the new faces you will meet along the way. If I've piqued your interest at all, then you're in luck because there are currently 28 pages of the comic posted and available for you to read right now. And trust me, it starts with a bang. And there are plenty more pages to come as I plan to update once a week every Monday after launch. If you're familiar with webcomics, you're probably familiar with this sort of update schedule. But if you're not, it's really as simple as checking the site's homepage every Monday for a new, free-to-read update to the story. It is currently only available to read on prestoandthegang.com, but there are official Tumblr and Twitter accounts that you can follow the updates for too. Displayed on screen now, you can see both are under PATG comic, but one has a hyphen and the other has an underscore between the words. If this schedule or posting location ever changes, you will be updated on these pages as well as the website itself. Speaking of, the website looks amazing and you can thank its functionality to the person who put it together for me, Alyssa. I highly recommend you go check her out as she also has a webcomic for you to read, a supernatural drama and horror comic called Lapse, which you can read over at lapsecomic.com. Go support Alyssa. I can't thank her enough for her help on the site, and her comic is so incredible. But back to the gang. Let me tell you a bit more about the series and its direction as a whole. Overall, Presto and the Gang is a story suitable for all ages. The biggest warning it could need would be the occasional violence or rare light swear word, though nothing gratuitous and not very often. Almost every main character on the cast is an adult, so it's not an adventure through a child's eyes, but still very much one that children can enjoy, especially if they love animals. If you like stories that take themselves seriously, but still like to have fun, then you'll like what you find here. Many plots within the story are driven by different types of relationships and themes of self-discovery and rebellion. As for its scope, Presto and the Gang is already fully outlined episode by episode and in total should amount to a 4-season long cartoon, with each episode being around 22 minutes in length. I wrote it this way because it was always my dream to make Presto and the Gang an animated cartoon. But animation is expensive and it takes a whole lot more than just one me. So until I'm able to get enough traction for Presto and the Gang to be the animated cartoon I've always dreamed of, I just had to start sharing the gang's story somehow. Updating in comic form once a week. All that being said, you can still expect to see the occasional animated work for Presto and the Gang right here on YouTube. I plan to make fun little animatics and things of that nature with the cast in between making the comic itself. In fact, you can already go and watch a mock animated intro I made right now, linked above in the iCard as well as in the description below. I told you that this series has always been meant to be animated, and I thought it would be a fun way to show that by animating a pretend little intro as if it was actually a show you can watch right now. Now, if I can gush a bit, I really think that Presto and the Gang is a story that will jump out and surprise you. You might not know what to expect going in, but you'll be so glad that you gave it a shot once it starts showing its cards. I love every part of it, and I can't tell you how much I love each and every single character I've written for it. If you let them in, I hope you can learn to understand the world through each of their eyes. Please look forward to more of these guys on the channel. If I have caught your attention at all, please go check out the comic and see for yourself what's going on with everyone. But that's all I've got to say for now. Thanks for hanging out.